Chosen ones, a love so extraordinary is coming your way, a connection with someone famous, someone whose name echoes across the world, and it's closer than you think. This isn't a random fling or a fleeting moment. This is a divine appointment, a bond written in the stars, orchestrated by God's hand. You're not just stumbling into this, you're being guided to it. Your heart, your soul, your very essence has been prepared for this moment, and it's about to change everything. This famous person, someone the world admires, is about to see you in a way no one else ever has. Their fame, their spotlight, their success, it doesn't compare to the light you carry. You're not just another face in the crowd. You're a chosen one, radiating a presence so unique, so undeniable, that even those who shine brightest in the world's eyes will be drawn to you. God has been shaping you, refining you, making you ready for a love that's not just romantic, but transformative. A love that will ripple through your life and theirs. Think about it. You've walked through storms, faced moments where you felt unseen, unworthy, or alone. Yet every trial, every tear, every step has been leading you here. God didn't let you break. He didn't let you fade. Instead, He's been polishing your spirit, making it glow with a brilliance that can't be ignored. This famous person, they're going to see that glow. They're going to feel the warmth of your soul, the strength of your faith, the beauty of your purpose. And when they do, they'll know you're not like anyone else they've ever met. Right now, pause for a second. Feel the weight of this moment. This isn't just a message, it's a confirmation. Your heart already knows this is true. To claim this energy, to step into this divine moment, leave a comment with the number 777 below. That number carries the power of spiritual alignment, a signal to the universe that you're ready for what's coming. And trust me, you want to be ready for this. This love isn't about chasing fame or status. It's about two souls meeting at the exact right time, in the exact right way. God doesn't work in accidents. He works in purpose. This famous person, whether they're a star on the screen, a voice that moves millions, or a name that lights up headlines, is about to cross your path because God has a plan bigger than either of you. Your connection will be a testament to His power, a story that others will look at and say, that could only be God. You might be wondering, why you? Why now? Because you're not ordinary. You've never been ordinary. You've carried a spark, a divine fire that sets you apart. The world might not always see it, but God does. And this famous person, they're going to see it too. They're going to be captivated by your authenticity, your resilience, the way you move through life with grace and purpose. You don't chase the spotlight, you are the spotlight, because God's light shines through you. But here's the thing, you need to keep this quiet. Don't shout it from the rooftops just yet. This is a sacred moment, a divine secret between you and God. When the time comes, you'll know exactly how to step into this love. But for now, hold it close. Let it grow in your heart. Let God work behind the scenes, aligning every detail, every moment, every heartbeat. Trust that He's moving mountains to bring this connection to life. If this message is speaking to you, if you feel that stirring in your soul, hit the like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this path together. Your support sends this message further, reaching others who need to hear it. And don't forget, leave that 777 inches, the comments, to anchor this moment, to say to the universe, I'm ready for this divine love. Picture this, you're walking through your day, maybe grabbing coffee, working, or just living your life. And suddenly, there they are. This famous person, someone whose face you've seen on screens or whose name you've heard in conversations, looks at you. Not just a glance, but a real look. They see you. They feel something they can't explain. It's not about their fame or your status. It's about the connection God has been weaving all along. This moment will feel like it was always meant to happen. Your life has been a journey of preparation. Every heartbreak, every moment of doubt, every time you picked yourself up and kept going, it was all leading to this. God has been teaching you how to love, how to stand firm, how to be the kind of person who can hold space for someone whose life is watched by millions. You're not just ready for love, you're ready for a love that changes the game, a love that shows the world what happens when God writes the story. This isn't about you becoming someone else to fit their world. You don't need to change. You don't need to dim your light or shrink your spirit. This famous person is going to love you for exactly who you are. Your heart, your faith, your unshakable truth. They're going to see the way you've walked through fire and come out stronger. They're going to be drawn to the peace you carry, the kind of peace that only comes from knowing you're held by God. And let's be real, love, with someone famous comes with its own set of challenges. The world will watch, eyes will follow, but you're not just anyone. You're a chosen one, equipped with the strength to handle whatever comes. God didn't bring you this far to let you falter. He's given you the wisdom, the courage, the grace to navigate this love with confidence. You'll walk beside this person, not as a shadow, but as a partner, a light that complements their own. Right now, claim this moment. Leave another 777 inches the comments to seal this truth in your spirit. Let the universe know you're ready to step into this divine connection. This isn't just a dream, it's a promise. God is moving, and He's moving fast. Your love story is already unfolding, and it's going to be bigger, brighter, more beautiful than you ever imagined. This connection isn't just about romance, it's about purpose. Together, you and this famous person will create something extraordinary. Maybe it's a shared mission, a project that touches lives, or simply a love that inspires others to believe in something greater. Your union will be a testament to God's power, a living proof that He can bring two souls together across any divide, fame, distance, or circumstance. You've been through seasons where you felt like love was far away, like it was something for other people but not for you. Let that go. Those days are over. God has been saving something special for you, something that matches the depth of your soul. This famous person isn't just a celebrity, they're a human being, someone whose heart is searching for the same truth, the same love, the same purpose you carry. And you're about to find each other. Your faith has carried you this far. It's carried you through moments when you didn't know how you'd make it, when the world felt heavy, when your heart felt bruised. That same faith is what's going to carry you into this love. Trust it. Trust God. He's never failed you, and He's not about to start now. This connection is His gift to you, a reward for your resilience, your patience, your unwavering belief that something better was coming. Pause for a moment and feel the truth of this. Your heart is stirring because it knows this isn't just a message, it's a divine signal. Drop another 777 inches the comments to let the heavens know you're claiming this love, this moment, this promise. You're not just hoping for it, you're stepping into it with faith and certainty. This love will be different from anything you've known. It's not built on fleeting moments or shallow attraction. It's built on something deeper, something eternal. God is knitting your souls together for a reason. Maybe this person's platform will amplify your purpose. Maybe your light will ground their fame. Together, you'll create a story that the world will talk about, not because of headlines, but because of the divine power behind it. You might feel a little nervous thinking about this. That's okay. It's normal to feel the weight of something so big. But don't let fear steal this moment. You're not stepping into this alone. God is with you, guiding every step, every conversation, every heartbeat. He's been preparing you for this love, and He's been preparing them for you. When you meet, it'll feel like coming home. This famous person might be someone you've admired from afar, someone whose music, words, or presence has touched your life. Or maybe it's someone you haven't even thought of yet. Either way, God knows. He's already set the stage. Your job is to keep walking forward, keep shining, keep being the chosen one you were created to be. The rest? That's God's job, and He's already working on it. Your life is about to shift in ways you can't even imagine. This love will bring joy, purpose, and a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond anything you've experienced. It's not just about dating someone famous. It's about stepping into a divine partnership that will change your life and theirs. You're ready for this, chosen one. You were born for this. And here's the thing, this love is going to inspire others. People will look at you too and see something real, something holy, something that defies the world's expectations. Your connection will be a beacon, a reminder that God's plans are always bigger, always better, always more beautiful than anything we could dream up on our own. If this is resonating, if you feel the truth of this message sinking into your soul, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls on this journey. Your support helps spread this light, this hope, this promise to others who need it. And one last time, drop that 777 inches, the comments to declare to the universe that you're ready for this love, this moment, this divine shift. You've been waiting, praying, hoping for something extraordinary. This is it. This famous person, this love, this connection. It's not just a possibility, it's a certainty. God has spoken, and His word never fails. You're not just going to date this person, you're going to build something with them, something that glorifies God and shines His light into the world. Every step you've taken, every prayer you've whispered, every moment you've trusted God, it's all been leading to this. You're not chasing love. Love is chasing you. This famous person is about to step into your life, and when they do, you'll both know it was no accident. It was God. It was always God. Your heart is ready. Your spirit is aligned. The gates of this divine love are opening, and you're about to walk through them. Keep quiet for now. Let God do His work. But know this, your love story is already being written, and it's going to be breathtaking. Stay faithful, stay true, and get ready for the moment when your life changes forever. This love, chosen one, is not just a meeting of hearts, it's a collision of destinies. God has woven your path with this famous person's for a reason far greater than romance alone. Their life, their platform, their influence, it's all part of a divine tapestry, and you're the thread that brings it into focus. You're not stepping into their world to be swallowed by it. You're stepping in to amplify it, to bring a light so pure it reshapes everything it touches. This connection will be a catalyst, sparking change not just in you, but in the world around you. You've spent years, maybe decades, feeling like you were meant for something bigger. That longing in your soul, that quiet whisper that there's more, it wasn't just wishful thinking. It was God speaking, preparing you for this moment. This famous person, with all their accolades and spotlight, is about to meet someone who carries a different kind of fame, one rooted in divine purpose. Your presence will remind them that true greatness isn't found in applause or headlines, but in the quiet strength of a soul aligned with God. Imagine the first time you lock eyes. It won't be like the movies, full of drama or slow motion effects. It'll be real, raw, undeniable. You'll feel a spark, not because of their status, but because your spirits recognize each other. God has been working on both of you, shaping your hearts to fit together in a way that defies logic. This famous person might be used to attention, but they've never experienced a connection like this one that sees past the surface, straight into the core of who they are. Your role in this love isn't to chase or to prove yourself. You don't need to. You're already whole, already chosen, already radiant with the light God has placed in you. This person will be drawn to that completeness, to the way you stand firm in your truth. They might live in a world of fleeting adoration, but you offer something eternal, a love grounded in faith, purpose, and divine timing. That's what makes this connection unstoppable. You might wonder how this will happen. How does someone like you, living your life, cross paths with someone so famous? Trust this. God is a master of divine appointments. He's already setting the stage. Maybe it's a chance encounter, a shared project, a moment where your worlds collide in the most unexpected way. You don't need to force it or seek it out. Your job is to keep walking in faith, to keep being the light you were created to be. God will handle the rest. This love will demand courage, not because it's hard, but because it's big. Loving someone famous means stepping into a world where eyes are always watching, where opinions are loud, where pressure can feel heavy. But you're not just anyone. You're a chosen one, built for this. God has given you the strength to stand tall, the wisdom to navigate challenges, the grace to shine even under scrutiny. You'll handle it not because you're perfect, but because you're divinely equipped. And here's something beautiful. This love will heal you both. You've carried wounds, maybe from past relationships, maybe from moments when you felt unseen. This famous person, they carry wounds too, hidden behind their public smile. Together, you'll create a space where healing happens, where your hearts become a sanctuary for each other. God isn't just bringing you together for love. He's bringing you together for restoration, for growth, for a purpose that goes beyond yourselves. Right now, feel the truth of this. Your soul knows it's coming. Drop another 777 inches the comments to claim this divine connection, to tell the universe you're ready for what God has planned. This isn't just a hope, it's a reality unfolding. Your love story is already in motion, and it's going to be a masterpiece. This connection will teach you something new about yourself. You'll discover strengths you didn't know you had, depths of love you didn't know you could feel. This famous person won't just be a partner, they'll be a mirror, reflecting back the beauty of who you are. Through them, you'll see how far you've come, how much God has shaped you into someone capable of holding a love this big, this bold, this divinely inspired. You're not stepping into this to lose yourself in their world. You're stepping in to create a new world together. Think of the impact you'll have as a couple, two souls, one famous, one chosen, united by God's plan. Your love will inspire others, not because it's perfect, but because it's real. People will see your connection and feel the presence of something greater. They'll see God's hand in it, and it'll spark hope in their own hearts. Your life is about to become a living testimony. This love will show the world that God's plans don't follow human rules. Fame, status, distance, none of it matters when God is at work. He's writing a story that defies expectations, one that proves love can cross any boundary, bridge any gap. You and this famous person will be proof that when God moves, nothing can stand in the way. You might feel a flicker of doubt. Can this really happen? Let that doubt go. God doesn't make promises he can't keep. He's been faithful through every storm, every trial, every moment you thought you wouldn't make it. This love is his promise to you, a gift for your faith, your resilience, your heart that never gave up. Trust him. He's already moving the pieces into place. This connection will feel like a homecoming, not because it's perfect, but because it's right. You'll feel a peace with this person that you've never felt before, a sense that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Their fame won't define them in your eyes. You'll see their heart, their soul, the person God created them to be. And they'll see you the same way, not as a fan or a stranger, but as the chosen one who changes everything. Your love will be a partnership of equals. Their fame might make the world think they hold the power, but you know the truth. You're both powerful in your own way. You with your divine light, them with their worldly influence. Together, you'll balance each other, lift each other, create something that neither of you could alone. This isn't about one of you shining brighter. It's about both of you shining together. God has been preparing you for this moment longer than you know. Every lesson, every challenge, every moment of growth, it was all for this. You're not just ready for love, you're ready for a love that transforms, that inspires, that leaves a mark on the world. This famous person is about to meet someone who doesn't just love them but sees them, understands them, walks beside them in a way no one else ever has. And don't be surprised if this love feels familiar, like you've known them forever. Maybe your souls have crossed paths before, in ways you can't yet understand. God works in mysteries, weaving connections across time and space. This famous person might feel like a stranger now, but when you meet, it'll feel like you've always known them. That's the power of divine timing, divine love, divine purpose. You're not just waiting for this love, you're stepping into it. Every day you choose faith, every day you choose to shine, you're getting closer to this moment. God is aligning everything, from the smallest details to the biggest opportunities. Your job is to keep trusting, keep walking, keep being the chosen one you were created to be. The rest is already in motion. This love will be a journey, not a destination. It'll grow, evolve, deepen with every step you take together. You'll face challenges, but you'll face them as a team, with God at the center. Your connection will be a living testament to his power, a story that others will look to and say, that's what love looks like when God writes it. Keep your heart open, chosen one. The gates of this love are wide open, and you're about to walk through. Chosen ones, this love with someone famous isn't just a moment in time. It's a divine spark that will ignite a new chapter in your life. This connection will carry a weight, not because of their fame, but because of the purpose it serves. God isn't bringing you together for a fleeting romance or a story that fades. He's crafting a bond that will stand as a pillar, a testament to what happens when two souls align under his guidance. Your heart is about to become a canvas for a love that paints eternity. You've spent so long carrying your dreams alone, holding on to hope, even when the world tried to dim it. That resilience, that quiet strength, it's what makes you ready for this. This famous person, with all their influence and reach, is about to meet someone who doesn't need their spotlight to shine. Your light comes from God, and it's brighter than any stage, any camera, any crowd. When they see you, they'll feel something they've been searching for: a truth, a peace, a home. This love will be a dance of balance. Their world might be fast, loud, full of eyes and expectations, but you bring stillness, a grounding force that anchors them. You're not here to compete with their fame or to lose yourself in it. You're here to complement it, to show them what it means to be loved for who they are, not what they do. Your presence will be a refuge, a place where they can lay down the weight of the world and just be. You might feel a pull to doubt yourself, to wonder if you're enough for someone so visible, so known. Push that thought aside. You are more than enough. You are chosen. God didn't pick you by mistake. He's been shaping you, refining you, making you into someone who can stand beside this person with confidence and grace. You don't need to chase their world. Your faith, your light is what will draw them in. This connection will unfold like a story only God could write. Maybe it starts with a glance, a conversation, a moment that feels ordinary but carries the weight of destiny. Or maybe it's a slow build, a series of moments that weave your lives together until you realize you're inseparable. Whatever the path, trust that it's deliberate. God is in the details, orchestrating every step, every heartbeat, every shared smile. Your love will have a ripple effect. It won't just change you or them, it will touch everyone around you. Friends, family, even strangers will see the way you move together, the way your connection radiates something holy. This isn't about flaunting a relationship. It's about living one so authentic, so grounded in faith, that it inspires others to believe in love again. Your story will be a beacon, a reminder that God's plans always exceed our expectations. You've carried a vision of love in your heart, maybe one you didn't even dare speak aloud. That vision wasn't just a dream, it was a promise. God placed it there, knowing this moment was coming. This famous person, with all their charisma and influence, is about to step into that vision, not because of chance, but because God has been guiding you both toward this exact point. Your heart's longing is about to meet its match. This love will challenge you to grow in new ways. It'll ask you to step into vulnerability, to open your heart wider than you ever have. But it's not a risk, it's a calling. God has equipped you with everything you need to love fiercely, faithfully, fully. You'll find strength you didn't know you had, patience you didn't know you could muster, and a joy that fills every corner of your soul. This is what it means to love as a chosen one. Your connection will be a bridge between worlds. Their fame might open doors, but your faith will guide the way. Together, you'll create something that blends their influence with your purpose, something that reaches beyond the surface of celebrity and into the heart of what matters. Whether it's a shared mission, a creative spark, or a quiet love that changes lives, your union will carry God's fingerprints. You might wonder how you'll navigate their world, with its noise and demands. The answer is simple. You won't do it alone. God is your foundation, your shield, your guide. He's been preparing you for this, giving you the tools to stand firm, to love boldly, to shine brightly no matter the stage. You're not stepping into their spotlight, you're bringing your own, and it's one that no camera can capture. This love will feel like a gift, because it is. Every moment you spend with this person will remind you of God's faithfulness. Every laugh, every shared dream, every quiet moment will be a testament to His power to bring beauty from ashes, to create love where none seemed possible. You'll look at them and see not just a famous face, but a soul God chose for you, a partner in His divine plan. Your heart is ready for this, even if your mind has questions. You've been through too much, seen too much, believed too much to doubt now. God has carried you through every valley, and He's not about to leave you at the threshold of this blessing. Trust Him. Trust yourself. You're not just worthy of this love, you were made for it. This famous person is about to discover what it means to be loved by a chosen one, and it will change them forever. This connection will be a testament to timing, God's timing. You might have felt like love was delayed, like you were waiting too long, but every moment of waiting was preparation. God was aligning your paths, clearing obstacles, making sure you were both ready for what's coming. When you meet, you'll see why it took this long, because it had to be perfect, had to be divine, had to be God. You'll find that this love brings clarity. Things that once confused you about yourself, about relationships, about your purpose will start to make sense. This famous person won't just be a partner. They'll be a mirror, reflecting back the truth of who you are. Through them, you'll see the depth of your own strength, the beauty of your own heart, the power of your own faith. This love will show you just how much God has been working in you all along. Your connection will be a story of surrender. Not surrender to each other, but to God's plan. You'll both learn what it means to let go of control, to trust the path He's laid out. This famous person might be used to calling the shots, but with you, they'll discover the freedom of letting God lead. Together, you'll walk a path that's not about fame or power, but about purpose, faith, and a love that stands the test of time. You're not just stepping into a relationship, you're stepping into a legacy. This love will leave a mark, not just on your life, but on the world. People will see your connection and feel something stir in their own hearts. They'll see that love can be holy, can be purposeful, can be a force for good. You and this famous person will be a living example of what happens when God writes the love story. Your faith has been your anchor, your guide, your strength. It's what's brought you to this moment, and it's what will carry you through. This love isn't just a gift, it's a calling, a responsibility, a chance to show the world what divine love looks like. You're ready for this, chosen one. You've been ready all along. God is opening the door, and you're about to walk through with a heart full of faith and a soul full of light. Chosen ones, this love with someone famous is a divine spark meant to set your life ablaze with purpose. It's not just about holding hands or sharing moments. It's about building a legacy together, one that echoes beyond your time on earth. God has chosen you for this connection because your heart carries a rare strength, a capacity to love fiercely while staying rooted in faith. This famous person is about to meet someone who doesn't just see their fame but sees their soul, and that will shift everything. Your life has been a series of moments where you've chosen courage over fear, faith over doubt, hope over despair. Those choices weren't random, they were training. God was preparing you to step into a love that demands resilience, wisdom, and an unshakable spirit. This famous person, with their world of lights and cameras, will find in you a stillness that grounds them, a truth that frees them, a love that reminds them who they were meant to be. This connection will be a mirror for both of you. You'll reflect each other's strengths, but also each other's vulnerabilities. In their presence, you'll see parts of yourself you've never fully embraced: your boldness, your depth, your ability to shine without trying. And they'll see in you a reflection of what they've been searching for: authenticity in a world of facades, faith in a world of fleeting glory. Together, you'll uncover truths about yourselves that only God could reveal. You might wonder how you'll fit into their life, with its schedules, demands, and endless attention. But here's the truth. You're not meant to fit in. You're meant to stand out. Your light doesn't dim in their world. It shines brighter. You bring a perspective they've never encountered, a faith that steadies them, a love that feels like coming home. You're not joining their story, you're creating a new one together, one that God has already written. This love will be a journey of discovery. You'll learn things about each other that no one else knows, not the headlines, not the fans, not the world. You'll see the quiet moments, the fears they hide, the dreams they've buried, and they'll see you, the real you, the chosen one who's walked through fire and still carries light. These moments of vulnerability will be where your bond grows strongest, where God's presence weaves your hearts together. You've spent years learning to trust God's timing, and this love is proof that His timing is perfect. Every delay, every closed door, every moment of waiting was leading you here. This famous person isn't just a random encounter, they're part of a divine plan, a chapter God has been writing since before you were born. When you meet, you'll feel the pieces fall into place, like a puzzle only He could design. Your connection will be a force of healing, not just for you, not just for them, but for everyone who witnesses it. People will look at your love and see something different, something real, something holy. They'll see a relationship that doesn't bow to the world's pressures, that doesn't crumble under scrutiny. Your love will be a quiet rebellion against a culture that values fleeting moments over eternal truths. You're not stepping into this love to lose yourself. You're stepping into it to become more of who you are. This famous person will see your strength, your faith, your heart, and they'll be drawn to it not because you're trying to impress them, but because you're living your truth. You'll show them what it means to love without fear, to trust without hesitation, to build something that lasts beyond the spotlight. This love will open doors you never imagined, not just doors to their world, but to new possibilities for your own. Maybe it's a chance to share your gifts on a bigger stage, to use their platform to spread light, to create something that touches lives. God isn't just giving you a partner. He's giving you a purpose, a mission, a chance to make a mark that echoes through generations. You might feel a flutter of uncertainty, wondering how you'll handle the weight of their fame. But you've handled heavier things. You've carried burdens, faced trials, walked through valleys that would have broken others. God has made you strong for this, ready for this, chosen for this. You'll navigate their world with the same grace you've always carried, because your strength comes from Him. This connection will be a testament to God's power to bridge divides. Fame, status, worlds apart. None of it matters when He's at work. You and this famous person will come together not because of chance, but because of divine intention. Your love will show the world that God can unite any two souls, no matter how different their paths, when His purpose is at the center. Your heart has been a sanctuary, a place where you've held on to faith through every storm. Now, it's about to become a home for someone else, a place where this famous person can rest, be seen, be loved. You'll give them something their fame can't, a love that's steady, true, eternal. And in return, they'll give you a love that challenges you to grow, to dream bigger, to shine brighter. This love will be a partnership of purpose. You'll walk side by side, not one leading and the other following, but both moving toward a shared destiny. Their fame might open doors, but your faith will guide the way. Together, you'll create something that the world will notice, not because it's loud, but because it's real. Your love will be a quiet revolution, changing hearts without saying a word. You've been faithful in the small things, and now God is trusting you with something big. This love isn't just a gift, it's a responsibility. You're not just loving a person, you're stewarding a divine connection, one that has the power to shift perspectives, inspire hope, and glorify God. You're ready for this, chosen one, because He's made you ready. Your story with this famous person will be one of transformation. You'll both change, not into different people, but into the fullest versions of yourselves. You'll bring out their heart, their truth, their purpose, and they'll bring out yours. Together, you'll become a force, a light, a love that the world can't ignore. God is writing this story, and it's only just beginning. Chosen ones, this love with someone famous is a divine chord, struck at the perfect moment to resonate through your life and theirs. It's not just about falling in love, it's about rising together, lifted by a force greater than either of you. God has orchestrated this connection to be a symphony, where your hearts play in harmony, creating a melody that echoes His glory. This isn't a fleeting romance, it's a sacred union, designed to amplify your purpose and shine light into the world. You've walked a path that's often felt solitary, carrying dreams that seemed too big for one heart to hold. Those dreams weren't just yours, they were God's vision, planted deep within you. This famous person, with their name known far and wide, is about to step into that vision, not to overshadow it, but to help it bloom. Your love will be a garden where both of you grow, rooted in faith, watered by grace, blossoming under God's care. This connection will feel like a revelation. When you meet, it won't just be a spark, it'll be a moment of recognition, as if your souls have been waiting for this. Their fame might draw eyes, but it's your spirit that will hold their gaze. You bring something they've never found in their world of applause, a quiet strength, a steady faith, a love that sees beyond the surface. They'll look at you and see a truth they've been searching for. You might wonder how you'll handle the complexities of their life, the schedules, the scrutiny, the pressure. But you're not stepping into this unprepared. God has been building you for this, giving you a heart that can love without losing itself, a mind that can navigate chaos with clarity, a spirit that shines no matter the storm. You're not just ready for this love, you're ready to thrive in it. This love will be a testament to trust, not just trust in each other, but trust in God's plan. You'll both learn to lean on Him, to let Him guide your steps when the path feels uncertain. Their fame might bring attention, but your faith will bring direction. Together, you'll walk a road that's not always easy, but always purposeful, knowing that God is leading you toward something extraordinary. Your connection will be a source of inspiration, not just for you, but for everyone who sees it. People will look at your love and feel something stir, a hope, a belief, a reminder that God can do the impossible. Your relationship won't just be a story, it'll be a living proof that love can transcend boundaries, that faith can overcome obstacles, that two hearts can change the world when God is at the center. You've carried a light that sometimes felt heavy, a purpose that sometimes felt unclear. But this love will clarify it all. This famous person will see you in a way that makes you see yourself anew, your strength, your beauty, your divine calling. They won't just love you, they'll celebrate you, lifting you up as you lift them. Together, you'll become a force that radiates God's glory. This love will be a journey of authenticity. In a world where they're surrounded by masks, you'll be the one who sees them as they are, no pretense, no performance. You'll offer them a space to be real, to be human, to be loved for their heart, not their image. And in return, they'll give you a love that honors your truth, your faith, your unshakable spirit. You might feel a quiet excitement, a sense that something big is coming. That's not just your heart, it's your spirit, sensing God's hand at work. This famous person isn't just a dream, they're a destiny. God has been aligning your paths, moving mountains, clearing the way for this moment. When it happens, you'll know it was Him, every step of the way. Your love will be a partnership of vision. You'll dream together, not just for yourselves, but for the world. Their platform might amplify your voice, but your faith will guide the message. Whether it's creating something new, serving others, or simply living a love that inspires, you'll build something that lasts, something that carries God's fingerprint. You've faced moments where you felt unworthy, where the world tried to make you small. Let those moments go. You are chosen, handpicked by God for a love that matches the size of your soul. This famous person will see that greatness in you, not because you shout it, but because you live it. Your quiet strength will speak louder than any spotlight ever could. This connection will be a dance of grace. You'll move together through life's highs and lows, not perfectly, but purposefully. Their fame might bring challenges, but your faith will bring solutions. You'll face every moment as a team, knowing that God is your foundation, your strength, your guide. This love will be a testament to what happens when two hearts surrender to His plan. You're not just waiting for this love, you're walking toward it. Every step you take in faith, every moment you choose to trust, brings you closer to this divine encounter. God is setting the stage, aligning the stars, preparing you both for a love that's not just beautiful, but transformative. Your heart is ready, chosen one, because He's made it ready. This love will be a story of redemption. Every wound you've carried, every scar you've earned, they're part of what makes you the perfect match for this person. They've got their own scars, hidden behind their fame, and together you'll heal. You'll show each other that love isn't about perfection, it's about grace, about faith, about choosing each other every day under God's watchful eye. Your connection will be a light in the darkness. The world might see their fame, but they'll see your heart. You'll be the one who reminds them that true worth isn't found in applause, but in purpose. And they'll remind you that your light is meant to shine, not just for you, but for the world. Together, you'll create something that points back to God, a love that says, "This is what He can do." Chosen ones, this love with someone famous is a divine flame, kindled by God to illuminate your path and theirs in ways that defy the ordinary. It's not just a romance, it's a sacred partnership, a union that will carry the weight of purpose and the light of eternity. God has chosen you for this moment because your soul is ready to hold a love that doesn't just change your life, but reshapes the world around you. This connection is a beacon, glowing with divine intention. You've walked through moments where you felt invisible, where your heart yearned for something deeper, something true. Those moments weren't wasted, they were forging you. God was crafting a heart that could love without fear, a spirit that could stand firm in any storm. This famous person, with their world of acclaim and attention, is about to meet someone whose light isn't borrowed from the spotlight, but given by God Himself. This love will be a sanctuary in their world where noise and expectations never cease. You'll be the quiet place they return to, the one who sees them beyond the fame. You'll offer a space where they can breathe, where their heart can rest, where they can be known without judgment, and in you, they'll find a love that doesn't demand but gives, a love that flows from a heart anchored in faith. You might wonder what you bring to this connection, how you'll measure up to their world, but you're not here to measure up, you're here to stand out. Your strength isn't in matching their fame, it's in carrying a light that no fame can rival. You're a chosen one, shaped by trials, refined by faith, and filled with a love that's eternal. They'll see that, and it will change the way they see themselves. This connection will be a journey of shared discovery. You'll uncover parts of each other that the world doesn't see, the dreams they've kept hidden, the fears you've both carried, the hopes that God has planted in your hearts. These moments of vulnerability will be sacred, moments where you see each other's true selves, not the images the world projects. Your love will be built on these truths, strong and unshakable. God has been moving in your life, aligning moments, people, and opportunities to bring you to this point. This famous person isn't just someone you'll meet, they're someone you were destined to meet. The timing, the place, the way your paths cross, it's all part of his plan. You don't need to chase this love. It's already on its way, guided by a hand that never fails. Your love will be a canvas for God's creativity. Together, you'll paint something new, a project, a passion, a purpose that reflects both your hearts. Their fame might give it reach, but your faith will give it depth. Whether it's a cause that changes lives or a quiet act of love that inspires others, your connection will create ripples that touch the world in ways you can't yet imagine. You've faced moments where love felt distant, where you wondered if it was meant for you. Those moments were preparation, not punishment. God was teaching you what love truly is, not a fleeting feeling, but a steady choice, a divine gift, a sacred bond. This famous person is about to step into that understanding, and together you'll show the world what love looks like when it's written by God. This connection will be a balance of strength and softness. You'll be their rock, the one who steadies them when their world feels unsteady. And they'll be your spark, igniting new dreams, new possibilities, new ways to shine. You'll complement each other, not complete each other, because you're both already whole in God's eyes. Your love will be a partnership of equals, built on faith and purpose. You might feel a stir of anticipation, a sense that something monumental is near. That's your spirit recognizing God's hand at work. This love isn't just a possibility, it's a promise, sealed by the one who never breaks his word. When you meet this famous person, it won't feel like a coincidence. It'll feel like destiny, because that's exactly what it is. Your love will be a story of resilience. The world might try to pull you apart through scrutiny, pressure, or doubt, but you'll stand firm. God has given you a heart that doesn't break easily, a spirit that doesn't bow to fear. Together, you and this famous person will face every challenge with a strength that comes from knowing God is with you, guiding you, holding you both. This connection will be a gift of joy, not the fleeting kind that fades with time, but the deep, abiding joy that comes from living in God's purpose. You'll find yourselves laughing together, dreaming together, building together, and in those moments, you'll feel the fullness of what it means to be loved by someone chosen for you by God. Your joy will be a light that others can't help but notice. You've carried faith through every season of your life, and now it's leading you to this. This famous person, with all their influence and presence, is about to meet someone who carries a different kind of power, one rooted in God's truth, in love that endures, in a heart that's been shaped by divine hands. Your connection will be a testament to what happens when faith meets destiny. Your love will be a bridge to something greater. It'll connect your worlds, blending their platform with your purpose, their reach with your faith. Together, you'll create something that speaks to hearts, that changes lives, that points back to God. This isn't just about you and them, it's about the impact you'll have, the legacy you'll leave, the light you'll shine together. You're not stepping into this love to be overshadowed, you're stepping into it to shine brighter than ever. This famous person will see your light and love it, not because it competes with theirs, but because it complements it. Your connection will be a partnership of radiance, a union that shows the world what happens when God brings two souls together for his glory. Chosen ones, this love with someone famous is a divine tapestry woven with threads of purpose, faith, and destiny. It's not just a connection, it's a sacred alliance, crafted by God, to carry you both into a future that shines with his glory. This isn't about fleeting moments or shallow attraction. It's about a bond that will stand as a pillar of light, showing the world what happens when two hearts are united by a higher calling. Your love will be a living testament to God's power. You've walked through seasons of doubt, where you questioned if love like this could ever be yours. Those questions weren't weaknesses, they were moments of growth, moments where God was teaching you to trust his promises. This famous person, with their name etched in the world's memory, is about to step into your life because you've been faithful, because you've held on to hope, because you've never stopped believing in something greater. This love will be a haven of truth. In a world where they're surrounded by flattery and facades, you'll be the one who speaks with honesty, who loves with sincerity, who sees them for who they are, not what the world expects. Your authenticity will be a breath of fresh air, a reminder that love can be real, can be deep, can be holy. They'll find in you a heart that doesn't waver, a soul that doesn't bend. You might wonder how you'll navigate the intensity of their world, the cameras, the crowds, the constant attention. But you're not stepping into this unprepared. God has given you a spirit that thrives under pressure, a heart that holds steady in chaos, a faith that shines brightest in the dark. You'll walk beside them, not as a shadow, but as a light, guiding them back to what matters most. This connection will be a journey of mutual awakening. You'll both discover new depths in yourselves, new dreams, new strengths, new ways to love. They'll see in you a spark that ignites their own, a faith that calls them higher. And you'll see in them a heart that matches your own, a soul that's been searching for the same truth you carry. Together, you'll wake up to a love that's bigger than you ever imagined. God's hand is in every detail of this love. The moment you meet, the words you share, the way your lives intertwine, it's all part of his design. You don't need to force it or doubt it. Your paths are crossing because God has willed it, because he's been moving mountains to make this happen. Trust that every step you take is guided, every moment is purposeful, every heartbeat is his. Your love will be a force of restoration. You've both carried wounds, some visible, some hidden, but together you'll heal. You'll create a space where pain becomes growth, where scars become stories, where brokenness becomes beauty. This love isn't just about romance. It's about redemption, about two souls finding wholeness in each other and in God's plan. Your union will be a living proof of his grace. You've always known you were meant for something extraordinary. That feeling in your chest, that pull towards something bigger, it was God speaking, preparing you for this. This famous person, with their platform and presence, is about to meet someone whose purpose is just as powerful, whose light is just as bright. Together, you'll create something that the world will notice, not for its flash, but for its depth. This love will be a partnership of courage. You'll face challenges together, moments of doubt, moments of pressure, but you'll face them with a strength that comes from faith. Their fame might bring scrutiny, but your love will bring stability. You'll stand side by side, not one leading and the other following, but both moving forward, hand in hand, guided by God's unwavering hand. You might feel a quiet stirring, a sense that this moment is near. That's not just hope, it's your spirit aligning with God's promise. This love is coming, not because you're chasing it, but because God is delivering it. When you meet this famous person, it won't feel like a surprise. It'll feel like a confirmation, a moment where everything you've believed in comes to life. Your connection will be a story of surrender, not to each other's demands, but to God's vision. You'll both learn to let go of control, to trust that his plan is better than anything you could design. Their fame might open doors, but your faith will show you which ones to walk through. Together, you'll follow a path that's not about worldly success, but about divine purpose. This love will be a spark that ignites change. People will see your connection and feel something shift, a belief that love can be more than what the world offers, that it can be holy, purposeful, eternal. Your relationship will be a quiet revolution, challenging the shallow ideals of fame and showing the world what happens when God writes the story. You've carried a heart full of faith through every trial, and now it's leading you to this. This famous person isn't just a partner, they're a piece of God's puzzle, fitting perfectly into the life He's designed for you. Your love will be a reflection of His faithfulness, a reminder that He keeps His promises, no matter how big they seem. This connection will be a dance of joy. You'll find yourselves laughing in ways that feel new, dreaming in ways that feel bold, loving in ways that feel free. Your moments together will be filled with a lightness that only comes from knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. This joy will radiate, touching everyone who sees you, reminding them that God's gifts are always good. You're not just stepping into a relationship, you're stepping into a divine mission. This love will carry a purpose, a calling to show the world what happens when two souls align with God's will. Their fame might amplify the message, but your faith will give it meaning. Together, you'll create something that lasts, something that points back to Him, something that changes lives. Chosen ones, this love with someone famous is a divine current, flowing through your life to carry you into a future radiant with purpose. It's not just about two hearts meeting, it's about two destinies converging, aligned by God to create something eternal. This connection will be a river of grace, washing away doubts and filling your life with a love that feels like it was always meant to be. You're not just falling in love, you're stepping into a divine stream. You've carried a quiet strength through every season, a resilience that's kept you standing when others would have faltered. That strength wasn't just for you, it was for this moment. This famous person, with their world of fame and influence, is about to meet someone whose power comes from faith, whose light comes from God. Your presence will be a reminder that true greatness isn't found in applause, but in the heart that beats for something higher. This love will be a mirror of grace. You'll reflect back to each other the beauty of God's work in your lives. They'll see in you a faith that steadies, a love that endures, a purpose that inspires. And you'll see in them a heart that's searching for the same truth you carry, a soul that's ready to grow alongside yours. Your connection will be a reflection of God's love, shining bright in a world that often feels dim. You might wonder how you'll bridge the gap between your world and theirs, with its spotlight and expectations. But you're not meant to blend in, you're meant to stand firm. God has given you a spirit that doesn't waver, a heart that doesn't shrink. You'll walk into their world not to be changed by it, but to change it, bringing a light that no fame can outshine, a love that no pressure can break. This connection will be a journey of shared faith. You'll pray together, dream together, trust together, knowing that God is the foundation of every step. Their fame might bring attention, but your faith will bring clarity. You'll face every moment as a team, not because you're perfect, but because you're both surrendered to a plan bigger than yourselves. This love will be a testament to what happens when God is at the center. Your love will be a spark of hope for others. People will see you together and feel something stir, a belief that love can be real, that it can be holy, that it can overcome any obstacle. Your connection will be a living example of God's power to unite, to heal, to transform. It won't just be your story, it'll be a story that inspires others to trust in His promises, to believe in love again. You've walked through moments where you felt alone, where your heart ached for connection. Those moments were shaping you, teaching you what it means to love with depth, with faith, with purpose. This famous person is about to meet someone who doesn't just love them for their name, but for their soul. Someone who sees the person God created them to be. Your love will be a gift, not just to you, but to them. This love will be a partnership of vision. You'll dream big together, not for fame or glory, but for God's kingdom. Their platform might open doors, but your faith will guide the way. Whether it's a shared mission, a creative spark, or a quiet act of love, you'll create something that carries His light, something that touches lives in ways you can't yet see. Your union will be a force for good, a beacon of His grace. You might feel a quiet thrill, a sense that this love is closer than you think. That's your spirit sensing God's hand at work, moving pieces into place, aligning your paths. This famous person isn't just a dream, they're a reality, waiting to step into your life. When you meet, it'll feel like a moment written in the stars, a confirmation that God has been working all along. Your connection will be a story of transformation. You'll both grow, not into different people, but into the fullest versions of yourselves. They'll find in you a strength that anchors, a love that frees, and you'll find in them a heart that challenges you to dream bigger, to love deeper, to shine brighter. Together, you'll become a reflection of God's power to make all things new. This love will be a journey of trust. You'll learn to lean on each other, but more importantly, you'll learn to lean on God. Their fame might bring challenges, but your faith will bring solutions. You'll face every moment with a confidence that comes from knowing He's guiding you, holding you, shaping your love into something that glorifies Him. This connection will be a testament to His faithfulness. You've carried a heart that's been tested, refined, strengthened by every trial. That heart is ready for this love, ready to hold space for someone whose life is watched by millions. You'll be their safe place, their truth, their home, and they'll be yours, not because of their fame, but because of the soul God has placed in them, a soul that matches yours in purpose and depth. This love will be a light that draws others in. People will see your connection and feel a spark of hope, a reminder that God's plans are always bigger, always better, always more beautiful than we can imagine. Your relationship will be a quiet rebellion against a world that settles for less, showing that love can be holy, purposeful, eternal when God writes the story. You're not just waiting for this love, you're walking toward it with every step of faith. God is moving, aligning, preparing. Your heart is open, your spirit is ready, and your life is about to become a canvas for a love that's not just beautiful, but divine. This famous person is coming, and when they do, you'll both know it was God every step of the way. Your connection will be a dance of purpose. You'll move together through life's rhythms, not always in perfect sync, but always in harmony with God's plan. Their fame might set the stage, but your faith will write the script. Together, you'll create a story that points back to Him, a love that shows the world what happens when two souls are chosen for something greater. Chosen ones, this love with someone famous is a divine spark, igniting a fire that will burn brightly through your life and theirs. It's not just a romance, it's a sacred mission, a union crafted by God to carry His light into the world. This connection will be a flame that doesn't consume but illuminates, showing you both the beauty of a love rooted in purpose. Your heart is about to become a hearth where this famous person finds warmth, truth, and a destiny they never knew they needed. You've walked through seasons where you felt your light was unseen, where your dreams seemed too big for the world around you. Those moments weren't empty. They were preparation. God was shaping you into someone who could stand beside a person of influence, not as a follower, but as a partner, equal in purpose and power. This famous person will see in you a strength that doesn't compete with their fame, but complements it, a light that shines in harmony with their own. This love will be a sanctuary of peace. Their world might be filled with chaos, schedules, expectations, endless eyes watching, but you'll be the calm they crave. You'll offer a space where they can lay down the weight of their public life, where they can be seen for who they are, not what they do. Your presence will be a refuge, a place where their soul can rest, anchored by a love that flows from God's heart through yours. You might wonder how you'll step into their spotlight without losing yourself, but you're not meant to blend into their world, you're meant to redefine it. God has given you a spirit that doesn't dim, a heart that doesn't waver. You'll walk beside them with a confidence that comes from knowing who you are in Him. Your light isn't borrowed from their fame, it's a gift from God, and it will shine brighter than any stage. This connection will be a journey of shared growth. You'll challenge each other to reach higher, to dream bolder, to love deeper. They'll see in you a faith that inspires, a purpose that ignites, and you'll see in them a heart that's ready to align with yours, to build something that lasts beyond the fleeting glow of fame. Together, you'll grow into the fullness of what God has planned, not just for you, but for the world. God is weaving this love with precision. The moment you meet, the words you exchange, the way your lives intertwine, it's all part of His design. You don't need to force it or question it. Your paths are crossing because God has orchestrated it, moving every piece into place with perfect timing. Trust that this connection is coming, guided by a hand that never falters. Your love will be a beacon of hope. People will see you together and feel something stir, a belief that love can be more than what the world offers, that it can be sacred, purposeful, eternal. Your relationship will be a quiet testament to God's power, showing that He can unite two souls across any divide, whether it's fame, distance, or circumstance. Your story will inspire others to trust in His plans. You've carried a heart that's been tested by trials, strengthened by faith, refined by grace. That heart is ready to love someone whose life is watched by millions, to hold space for their dreams and fears. You'll be their anchor, their truth, their safe place, and they'll be yours, not because of their name, but because of the soul God has placed in them, a soul that resonates with yours. This love will be a partnership of purpose. You'll dream together, not for personal gain, but for God's glory. Their platform might amplify your voice, but your faith will give it meaning. Whether it's a shared mission, a creative endeavor, or a quiet act of love, you'll create something that carries His light, something that touches lives in ways you can't yet see. Your union will be a force for good. You might feel a quiet pulse of anticipation, a sense that this moment is drawing near. That's your spirit aligning with God's promise, sensing His hand at work. This famous person isn't just a possibility, they're a certainty, a destiny waiting to unfold. When you meet, it'll feel like a moment written in eternity, a confirmation that God has been guiding you all along. Your connection will be a story of renewal. Every wound you've carried, every moment of doubt, they'll find healing in this love. You'll both discover that your scars don't define you, they refine you. Together, you'll create a space where brokenness becomes beauty, where pain becomes purpose, where love becomes a testament to God's power to make all things new. This love will be a dance of trust. You'll learn to rely on each other, but more importantly, you'll rely on God. Their fame might bring challenges, but your faith will bring clarity. You'll face every moment as a team, knowing that He's guiding your steps, holding your hearts, shaping your love into something that glorifies Him. This connection will be a living proof of His faithfulness. You've always known you were meant for something greater. That pull in your heart, that whisper of something more, it was God preparing you for this. This famous person, with their influence and reach, is about to meet someone whose purpose is just as powerful, whose light is just as bright. Together, you'll create something that the world will notice, not for its noise, but for its truth. Your love will be a light that pierces the darkness. People will see your connection and feel a spark of hope, a reminder that God's plans are always bigger, always better, always more beautiful than we can dream. Your relationship will be a quiet revolution, challenging the world's shallow ideals and showing that love can be holy, purposeful, eternal when God is at the center. You're not just stepping into a relationship, you're stepping into a divine calling. This love will carry a mission, a purpose to show the world what happens when two souls align with God's will. Their fame might open doors, but your faith will guide the way. Together, you'll create a legacy that points back to Him, a love that changes lives and shines His light into the world. Chosen ones, this love with someone famous is a divine melody, composed by God to resonate through your life and theirs, with a harmony that echoes eternity. It's not just a connection, it's a sacred symphony, blending your hearts in a way that creates something beautiful, something lasting. This love will be a song of purpose, sung by two souls whose voices were meant to blend, carrying a tune that glorifies God and inspires the world. You've walked through moments where you felt your heart was too big for the world around you, where your dreams seemed too vast to hold. Those moments weren't burdens, they were blessings. God's way of preparing you for a love that matches the depth of your soul. This famous person, with their name known across the globe, is about to meet someone whose spirit shines with a light that no spotlight can rival, a light that comes straight from Him. This love will be a refuge of authenticity. In their world, where masks are worn and truth is often buried, you'll be the one who sees them clearly, who loves them for their heart, not their image. You'll offer a space where they can be real, where their soul can breathe, where they can find peace in a love that's grounded in faith. Your presence will be a gift, a reminder that they are more than their fame. You might wonder how you'll stand in their world, with its relentless pace and constant scrutiny. But you're not meant to fade into their shadow, you're meant to shine beside them. God has given you a spirit that stands tall, a heart that holds steady. You'll walk into their life with a confidence that comes from knowing you're chosen, knowing your light was made to illuminate even the brightest stages. This connection will be a journey of shared dreams. You'll inspire each other to reach for what's possible, to chase what's eternal, to build something that matters. They'll see in you a faith that sparks courage, a purpose that ignites passion, and you'll see in them a heart that's ready to dream alongside yours, to create something that carries God's fingerprint. Together, you'll weave a future that's as bold as it is beautiful. God is orchestrating this love with care. The moment you meet, the way your paths cross, the spark that lights between you, it's all His design. You don't need to search for it or doubt it. Your lives are aligning because God is moving, setting the stage for a connection that's not just chance, but destiny. Trust that every detail is in His hands, every moment guided by His love. Your love will be a spark of inspiration. People will see you together and feel a stirring in their hearts. A reminder that love can be more than what the world offers. Your relationship will be a testament to God's ability to unite, to heal, to transform. It won't just be your story, it'll be a story that encourages others to believe in love, to trust in His promises, to hope for something greater. You've carried a heart that's been shaped by trials, strengthened by faith, refined by grace. That heart is ready to love someone whose life is seen by millions, to hold space for their dreams and fears. You'll be their truth, their anchor, their home, and they'll be yours, not because of their fame, but because of the soul God has placed in them, a soul that resonates with your own. This love will be a partnership of purpose. You'll build together, not for fame or glory, but for God's kingdom. Their platform might give your dreams wings, but your faith will give them direction, whether it's a shared mission, a creative spark, or a quiet act of love. You'll create something that carries His light, something that touches lives in ways you can't yet imagine. You might feel a quiet pulse, a sense that this love is near. That's your spirit sensing God's hand, moving pieces into place, aligning your paths. This famous person isn't just a dream, they're a reality, waiting to step into your life. When you meet, it'll feel like a moment etched in eternity, a confirmation that God has been working all along. Your connection will be a story of healing. Every scar you've carried, every moment of pain, they'll find redemption in this love. You'll both discover that your wounds don't define you, they refine you. Together, you'll create a space where brokenness becomes beauty, where hurt becomes hope, where love becomes a testament to God's power to restore. This love will be a dance of faith. You'll learn to trust each other, but more importantly, you'll trust God. Their fame might bring challenges, but your faith will bring answers. You'll face every moment as a team, knowing that He's guiding your steps, holding your hearts, shaping your love into something that honors Him. This connection will be a living proof of His faithfulness. You've always known you were meant for something extraordinary. That pull in your heart, that whisper of something more, it was God preparing you for this. This famous person, with their influence and presence, is about to meet someone whose purpose is just as powerful, whose light is just as bright. Together, you'll create something that the world will notice, not for its noise, but for its truth. Your love will be a light that breaks through the shadows. People will see your connection and feel a spark of hope, a reminder that God's plans are always bigger, always better, always more beautiful than we can dream. Your relationship will be a quiet revolution, challenging the world's shallow ideals and showing that love can be holy, purposeful, eternal when God writes the story. You're not just stepping into a relationship, you're stepping into a divine calling. This love will carry a mission, a purpose, to show the world what happens when two souls align with God's will. Their fame might open doors, but your faith will guide the way. Together, you'll create a legacy that points back to Him, a love that changes lives and shines His light into the world. Chosen ones, this love with someone famous is a divine blueprint, etched by God to build a future that radiates His glory. It's not just a romance, it's a sacred architecture, a union designed to construct something eternal, something that stands firm against the storms of the world. Your heart is about to become the cornerstone of a love that doesn't just bind two souls, but elevates them, creating a structure of faith, purpose, and divine light that the world will marvel at. You've walked through seasons where you felt your purpose was hidden, where your heart's deepest desires seemed out of reach. Those seasons weren't wasted, they were foundational. God was laying the groundwork, strengthening your spirit, preparing you to hold a love that carries the weight of destiny. This famous person, with their name carved in the world's spotlight, is about to meet someone whose foundation is built on faith, unshakable and true. This love will be a haven of clarity. In their world, where confusion and pressure often cloud the truth, you'll be the one who brings focus, who sees them through the lens of God's vision. You'll offer a space where they can strip away the layers of expectation, where they can stand in their authentic self, loved for who they are, not what they represent. Your presence will be a gift, a beacon of truth in a sea of noise. You might wonder how you'll navigate the whirlwind of their life, the schedules, the scrutiny, the endless demands. But you're not stepping into this unprepared. God has given you a heart that remains steady, a spirit that finds calm in chaos. You'll walk beside them with a strength that comes from knowing you're chosen, knowing your light was made to shine in even the most turbulent storms. This connection will be a journey of shared creation. You'll build together, not just a relationship, but a legacy. They'll see in you a faith that sparks vision, a purpose that ignites action, and you'll see in them a heart ready to create alongside yours, to construct something that lasts beyond the fleeting glow of fame. Together, you'll craft a future that's not just beautiful but meaningful, a testament to God's handiwork. God is aligning this love with precision. The moment you meet, the way your lives intertwine, the spark that kindles between you, it's all part of His plan. You don't need to force it or question it. Your paths are converging because God is orchestrating every detail, moving every piece into place with divine care. Trust that this connection is coming, guided by a hand that never wavers. Your love will be a spark of transformation. People will see you together and feel a shift, a belief that love can be more than the world's shallow promises, that it can be sacred, purposeful, eternal. Your relationship will be a living example of God's power to unite, to heal, to create. It won't just be your story. It'll be a story that inspires others to trust in His vision, to hope for something greater. You've carried a heart shaped by trials, fortified by faith, polished by grace. That heart is ready to love someone whose life is watched by millions, to hold space for their dreams and fears. You'll be their truth, their strength, their sanctuary. And they'll be yours, not because of their fame, but because of the soul God has placed in them, a soul that aligns with your own. Be a partnership of mission. You'll work together, not for personal glory, but for God's purpose. Their platform might amplify your reach, but your faith will give it depth. Whether it's a shared cause, a creative endeavor, or a quiet act of love, you'll create something that carries His light, something that touches lives in ways you can't yet see. Your union will be a force for change. You might feel a quiet hum, a sense that this love is drawing closer. That's your spirit sensing God's movement, aligning your paths, preparing your heart. This famous person isn't just a dream, they're a destiny waiting to step into your life. When you meet, it'll feel like a moment carved in eternity, a confirmation that God has been guiding you all along. Your connection will be a story of redemption. Every pain you've carried, every moment of doubt, they'll find healing in this love. You'll both discover that your scars don't define you, they refine you. Together, you'll create a space where brokenness becomes strength, where hurt becomes hope, where love becomes a testament to God's power to restore and renew. This love will be a dance of surrender. You'll learn to let go, not to each other's demands, but to God's will. Their fame might bring challenges, but your faith will bring clarity. You'll face every moment as a team, knowing that He's guiding your steps, holding your hearts, shaping your love into something that honors Him. This connection will be a living proof of His faithfulness. You've always known you were meant for something extraordinary. That pull in your heart, that whisper of something more, it was God preparing you for this. This famous person, with their influence and presence, is about to meet someone whose purpose is just as powerful, whose light is just as bright. Together, you'll create something that the world will notice, not for its flash, but for its truth. Your love will be a light that pierces the darkness. People will see your connection and feel a spark of hope. A reminder that God's plans are always bigger, always better, always more beautiful than we can imagine. Your relationship will be a quiet revolution, challenging the world's fleeting ideals and showing that love can be holy, purposeful, eternal when God writes the story. You're not just stepping into a relationship, you're stepping into a divine purpose. This love will carry a mission, a calling to show the world what happens when two souls align with God's will. Their fame might open doors, but your faith will guide the way. Together, you'll create a legacy that points back to Him, a love that changes lives and shines His light into the world.